Yes.
Okay.
Move this slightly into frame here. Hi. This is from Thailand. This is from Thailand. A couple other things here from Thailand. And so is this whiskey. This is Prakaan.
Well, show that one better.
Oh yeah, the monkey face here.
Hanuman.
With its repaired earlobe, earring thing here. Some things are a little delicate when traveling in the packed up suitcases. But anyway, what I am certain we're going to enjoy tonight is a single malt whiskey made in Thailand. Prakaan, I think it's how it's pronounced, even though it's got two A's there. This is
really?
their
It's
single.
not Prakaan?
One of the pages I saw, just look at there, said, say it with an emphasis. It's a single malt whiskey, peated malt. Their Tribura series. It's distilled, matured, and bottled in the Kingdom of Thailand. And why would we know anything about Thailand? Because we were just there. That's why we haven't done any shows for a little bit here. We've
less than a week ago, even.
Yeah, like last Sunday we got home, and oh my God, the jet lag coming home this time was significant.
It was more notable.
It was more notable. Yeah, I like that. But it was a good trip, excellent trip. Flew from here through Doha in the Q Suites on Qatar Air, and then on to Hanoi. Enjoyed Hanoi. Did a overnight cruise on Ha Long Bay. It should have been 2 nights. That'd have been amazing.
That would have been.
Flew to Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. Had a great time down there.
Way less than that for me. That's good.
Okay. And that was very, very interesting. I would go back to Saigon. I would probably go back to Hanoi, but I'd go back to Saigon before I went to Hanoi. From there...
There's still a lot to see in Hanoi, though.
Oh, yeah. From there, we...
Not just the death rickshaw.
The rickshaw rides were kind of fun. From there, we went to Siem Reap in Cambodia. That's the home of Angkor Wat. Very, very cool. Definitely would spend more time there, and we would go to the hotel that we stayed in.
Yeah, I was looking at Oat's trip just because they had it on the cheap for, I think, when the rainy season, but, you know, if it's...
Yeah, no rain, no rainbows.
And...
Hanoi. Yeah.
That was Saigon, I think, wasn't it? Or was that Hanoi? I have a bag, thank you, that's Train Street in Saigon. So I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm done.
No, you were...
I forget what I was saying.
Well, it wasn't Hanoi.
No, you're right.
Saigon. It was OAT. Similar trip. I had just said something about the hotel in Siem Reap.
Their hotel looks pretty darn good, too. Did you look at it?
I think it's the one that we drove by where the park that had the fruit bats. It was at the north end of that. It was all glitzy. It was huge.
It's not the Raffles.
It wasn't? Oh, okay. No, that one.
No, but it's...
Maybe it was the one we passed on the left side.
Anyway, it looks pretty interesting. Check it out. But I don't think I would go there sight unseen unless I was taking that Oat tour.
We went to Laos.
I would definitely go back to Angkor Paradise. Mm-hmm. That was just marvelous.
Yeah, that was kind of an old world, old school, colonial vibe to it. Pretty nice bar. Great happy hour. Good happy hour.
Great happy. 50% off everything happy hour.
Angkor Wat at sunrise.
And Angkor Thom was excellent, and then the Bayon temple with all the faces over everything. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, there's so much more to do in that area.
Yeah. From there, we bounced over to Bangkok. Hopping from there, we did some interesting things around Bangkok. But oh my God, the last time I was in that area was over 50 years ago, almost 50 years ago. It's a huge metropolitan town. The hotel we stayed in was nice enough. It was a big hotel.
It was.
It would have been nice to have been in the one that they said, this hotel or similar, because it was down closer to the river, closer to the old town. But regardless,
still within easy walk to what we liked in that area.
Yeah.
So it was,
But from there we went to Vientiane, We only had one night
There's an Easton hotel. We stayed in an Easton in Chiang Mai, and there's an Easton hotel in Bangkok. I looked at it as I was farting around online. That looks
we went to Chiang Mai
amazing.
before we went to Vientiane.
Yeah, we went to Chiang Mai
and Chiang Mai, very cool.
And Koh Samui, where we got this.
That was after that.
And Krabi.
Would definitely like to spend some more time in Chiang Mai. Very, very cool. Went to an elephant sanctuary up there. Very, very cool. Did our own walking tour of palaces, of Watts. Took an adaptation from GPS My City and just started walking. Next thing you know is of the 8 or so that were there, we ended up finding 3 or 4 others. We had a great lunch at a facility that is run by the Women's Corrections Department there to train basically the convicted inmates in skills related to hospitality industry, food service, food preparation, and so on. That was really great.
Yeah.
We did go down to 2 islands areas in southwest Thailand, in that peninsula, the isthmus that kind of leads down to Malaysia. Koh Samui, which is where we found this.
Which is an island. Koh means island.
Yeah, Koh means island. And then we went to Ao Nang Beach in Krabi, which was very European, very
touristy,
crowded, very touristy, lots of stuff.
But on the Andaman Sea.
Yes, on the Andaman Sea.
So who doesn't like that?
The people who hate the Andaman Sea don't like that, but
Okay.
I don't know who they are. Doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let's talk about the whiskey. What do you got?
I got stuff.
Okay.
A lot of stuff, surprisingly. Master of Malt just in their blog, which I never knew about.
Right.
In November made an entry about Prakaan whiskey. Let's see. Most drinkers outside the country know Mekong, a spirit often grouped with whiskey, but much closer in composition to rum. I got you a glass of that in one of the lounges.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, well, I remember Mekong whiskey. My brother and I called it Mekong Hooch. It was vile, but it might have been this rum.
It was really good.
Well, what we had, 40 years ago was not that great.
Right. They improved their game a little bit.
Mekong is its own inherently Thai thing. It never set out to define Thai whiskey. Prakaan or Prakaan does.
Yeah.
Prakaan sets its stall out as the first premium single malt whiskey to emerge from Thailand. It's asking the world not so much to rethink what Thai whiskey is, what it should taste like, how it should be made, and what its provenance looks like. That's a terrible 2 sentences.
Yes.
But asking them to think for the first time about what all of that really means. It's a really pretty distillery. There's a picture of it.
It's
very modern.
It's Thai Bev, which is a part of InBev.
Yep. Let's see. InBev includes a bunch of Scottish distilleries. Just as Masataka Taketsuru, I'm guessing he's a Japanese distiller, traveled to Scotland to learn how to make whiskey.
He's the guy that collaborated on Legend.
Okay. Prakaan's makers spent time at distilleries under the InBev umbrella. The ambition behind this brand is clear. Instead of trading on novelty, its makers invested in technical depth. Copper pot stills were shipped from Scotland. Fermentation, cuts, and cask management were built like from a whiskey mindset, not an adapted rum model. Prakaan isn't trying to mimic Scotland, it's trying to do the job properly on its own turf. So this is all located in the Western Forest Complex, which,
I'm going to go put the... Keep starting.
As you might expect, is located in the western part of Thailand, right before a mountain range, sort of equidistant between Bangkok and Chiang Mai, if you're wondering.
If I was wondering.
It's a UNESCO-listed region of deep green jungle.
Should have set a timer?
30. Mineral-rich springs and air so thick with humidity that casks breathe faster than any traditional warehouse would tolerate. Warm weather whiskey can left unchecked can easily overwhelm the spirit. So this distillery matures the casks underground, 3 to 4 meters beneath the surface,
Stabilizing the temperatures a little
so
bit.
the soil acts as an insulation.
Before you
The
go any
angels
further,
take their share, but not the whole feast.
before you go any further, if you stick your nose into this Glencairn, you would not immediately recognize that it's not a Scotch whiskey.
Prakaan means wall or fort, a reference to the ancient stone defenses that once protected the kingdom of Siam. Let's see what else. Prakaan's water comes from deep underground wells from between 200 and 400 meters, filtering through layers of mineral-rich rock before reaching the distillery. Fermentation takes place in stainless steel washbacks.
I think it's kind of standard.
Distillation is twice through copper pot stills.
Okay.
The new make spirit emerges with an arresting tropical aroma that persists even after years in oak. The maturation warehouse holds 30,000 to 50,000 casks at a steady warmth.
That's a little bit of whiskey.
American bourbon and Spanish oak sherry casks are the primary barrels in service. Thailand does not have the peat resources to produce its own, and it likely isn't likely to in the future. The peated expression stands as the most divorced from its home. I don't know, but it's hard to resist the temptation of smoke. Prakaan uses barley malted with Highland peat, so they do get something from Scotland besides the stills. I'm trying to go through this. There's a lot of words. I'll try not to read them all.
Yeah, let's. You're still in masters.
Yeah.
Master. Okay.
Prakaan's opening statement is the Tribura series.
That's his. Yeah.
Has a select cask, a double cask, and peated malt.
Yeah, this is one of the three.
That's the peated one that we have. So
And
let me read that because
before we go on, these three different whiskeys from this distiller were available to try, obviously at a price, at our Holiday Inn in Anong.
that was one of the
in Krabi.
5-star restaurant,
Yeah.
5-star hotels.
It was a nice
Surprisingly,
hotel.
it was a beautiful hotel spread
Great
between
views of the
several
cliffs.
buildings built up on the hill.
Yeah.
Our room was one of the lower buildings, but we had a little balcony and we had a little peekaboo view of the ocean, the
Yep.
Andaman Sea, and a lovely view of the mountains.
Yeah. Back to the whiskey.
So for Thailand's first peated single malt, bottled at 43% ABV. Nose, what are you getting on the nose?
On the nose, I definitely got the smoke. Okay, but there's a sweetness to it. Underlying it all, fresh wood, fresh smoke, fresh peat, but a tropical fruit sweetness is kind of hanging on there. Let's see what the box says here. Fresh tropical fruit complemented by a layer of soft wood smoke. Hey, didn't I just say
Yeah.
evocative of a fire on the beach? Spices and rich vanilla spice the background, bringing elegance to this delicious bouquet. I like it.
But tropical fruit can really encompass a lot of things, like
Yeah.
pineapple, mango, papaya.
Yes, all those things. I don't know. It's not tart. It's not a tartness like pineapple.
So the whiskey wash says it's subtle but present peatiness on the nose.
Subtle.
It
yeah.
reminds the reviewer of the rubber plimsolls, I think those are galoshes, that I had to wear in primary, or not galoshes, in PE. So those little
Runners,
shoes.
suckers.
Runners, yeah.
Whatever they're called. Yeah.
With that, there is sweet vanilla, smoke, barbecued fruits, salty coastal note that reminds me of fishing boats.
Don't know about that.
Huh.
Have you nosed it already?
Yeah, Master Malt says a barbecue of a nose with hickory, the smoked wood, cured meat, caramelized pineapple, and more caramel for good measure.
Maybe caramel, but
A little
I don't know if
incense,
it's pineapple.
which I get. Yeah.
I like the description there is about the subtle peatiness, the subtle smokiness, because it's not beat you over the head like an Ardbeg
No,
or
but
another
there's-
Isla.
Now take another sniff and see if you get incense.
Ooh.
Now the other master of malt, it's not the blog, says gentle bonfire and grilled pineapple with drizzled honey and citrus zest. They Prakaan has their own web page and it's beautiful.
The taste is more the smoke peat profile is more prominent on the palate to me than it is on the nose.
It's 43% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Sweet and textured smoke concerto. The comes to the fore. Smoke comes to the fore, not concerto. Smoke comes to the fore, but keeps its gentle round quality. Caramels and runny honey follow with citrus and pineapple shining through.
It could be a concerto of flavor.
It could be.
Palate. Sweet caramel, tinned pineapple.
Ooh. I don't know.
Bonfire.
Yeah.
Meat flavors.
It would go good with meat.
Go good.
Go well with some charred animal flesh.
The whiskey wash says big sweet fruitiness at the start on the palate. Lots of pineapple, bananas, caramel. I don't get any banana.
No.
The smoke starts to fade in, but it's like an old bonfire.
I didn't have it fading in. I had it front row center. And I like it.
Peppery.
It's got a little pepper to it, especially on the finish. Finish, according to the propaganda on the box. Warm and long, the finish descends slowly from bright fruitness to sweet smoke.
The whiskey wash says the finish is more about the smoke and peaty influences.
Mm-hmm.
It has a dryness that reminds this person of Southern Isla distilleries. Still a lot of barbecue, sweet caramel, fresh fruits.
Yeah, I can subscribe to that.
I like the mouthfeel of this.
I do too.
So this is Phil Dwyer who wrote
Nice
this.
blonde color to it.
Of the 3 that he tasted, the 3 in this series,
Yeah.
he said this was his favorite.
Well, I tell you right now, I'm going to just...
And which one? You tried this?
Only this one, yeah.
Because they were charging silly prices.
Yeah.
Like U.S. prices. And we weren't used to U.S.
450 baht for a 2-ounce pour.
450 baht was like
$12, yeah.
Which is still a lot less than you'd have to pay for a 2-ounce pour.
But that was at
here.
happy hour. It was getting twofers.
That was after dinner when we sat.
Yeah, but no, we were down there and the band was going on, the little 2-piece, 3-piece, whatever, and they had happy hour pricing for some of the stuff.
Oh, for some, but not this.
But not this.
Yeah, but still $12 for.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into $36, $40
not.
for 3 sips of whiskey.
I guess my point was we weren't used to U.S. prices at
Yeah,
that
exactly.
point either.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to jump straight to not only this is a buy recommendation, this is a find it and buy it recommendation. And put it in your collection. If you are a Scotch fan of any sort, a malted whiskey fan of any sort, and you like the peatier stuff, you're going to love this.
I would say go out and find the other ones too.
Yeah, I will probably go to Master of Malt or maybe
Master Malt.
Master. They sell.
But they don't ship to the U.S. I don't think.
Well, I'll find out.
I've
Maybe
looked.
Royal Mile does.
Yeah, Royal Mile might.
This is a really special whiskey, special find, and the fact that it comes from Thailand.
Yeah, that's
I think is particularly
not your normal
neat.
place.
So,
Although it should be. Flaviar doesn't have it.
Got this lovely fella at Koh Samui before buying this whiskey.
Immediately prior to finding that whiskey.
Yeah. So, anyway, Prakaan single malt whiskey, the Tribura series peated malt, unique smoky character whiskey, is a solid buy. I mean, I don't know that I've said more strongly how much I would recommend a whiskey than this one in any of our previous shows. A couple of them I've said you really ought to have this, but this one you really ought to get. And with that, what's happening is the curling. The curling's taking forever.
That's kind of the nature of the beast.
So anyway,
House of Glens doesn't have it either.
So anyway, I'll I'll do a search here later and see where I can find it, and I'll drop it in a comment when I get this posted. Other than that, we do have another trip coming up sometime in the future, but not going to share any more details about that at this moment.
Very well.
Okay? We got dinner in the oven. We're going to watch a little more Olympics. We are trying to get caught up on all the recorded television shows that our TiVo was getting.
Especially since we're getting a new
service.
So we have to watch.
Our
Anyway.
wonderful HOA.
I slept through all the Jeopardy last night. That's what jet lag did to me.
It did. TT Flag got her. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Find this, buy it, get it in your collection. Let us know later on what you think of it. All right. Aloha.